All right, guys, welcome back to FITMAS. We're on day 11, and I'm so pumped. I'm getting some messages from some of you that are just still crushing through it, and I'm so proud of you guys, so keep going. And to those of you that are just jumping in, we have 12 days of workouts that you can follow through with. They're all on my channel, so go check it out and join us. So today is a lower body day, and we're starting off with squats, just your basic weighted squat. If you're just beginning, you might not use weights. Otherwise, grab some, hold them up to your shoulders, and up and down squats. So down, trying to get either parallel with the ground or lower. That back is straight, chest is up, and the knees are staying behind the toes. So we're doing 12 of these. Also remember that when you get to the top of that squat, you're squeezing the glutes. So imagine that you're using those bum muscles the whole time, engage them and squeeze them at the top. Then we're taking our short break, 20 to 30 seconds, and we're moving on to stiff leg deadlifts. So you're gonna want to grab some weights again. And these are a little different than our other deadlifts, whereas you're not bending your knees so much, you're keeping those legs a little straighter. There's a slight bend in them, but you're more so hinging at the hips. And you're gonna feel this all up the back of your legs. It's sort of a great stretch, as well as working those back hamstrings, calves, the glutes, everything. Lower back. So as you can see, hinging at the hips, those weights are staying close to the legs. It's just going straight down towards the toes and back up. You're keeping that back flat. You're not rounding it. You want to keep that little natural arch in your lower back, and you're hinging down and just coming back up. So make sure that you sort of practice this a little. Don't grab super heavy weights and then start trying to do it if you've never done it before. Get a feel for it first. Make sure everything feels all right, and then jump into it with the heavier weights if you want to. And just like our squats, we're focusing on squeezing the glutes at the top of this. So you're bending over, and then as you're coming up, you're wanting to drive through those legs and really squeeze them, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the back of the legs, and pull yourself back up. So we're doing 12 of these, and then we're moving on to our next move. So taking a quick little break, and our next move is going to be sort of a in-out jump squat on your toes. It's fairly tough. It's going to get your heart rate up. You probably don't need any weights for this. You could hold weights if you really wanted. I didn't use any though, and it was pretty challenging. You may have to modify this just depending sort of what your knees are like, or if that's going to bug them or something. See how it feels, and if you need to, then you could just do this more flat-footed, still landing softly on the toes to protect those knees. But this way, the way I'm doing it is I'm trying to stay right up on my toes the whole time, even squatting down. So I squat down, up on my toes, and then hop out, back down. So you're up on those toes the whole time, and you're squatting, or the legs are going in and out, and you're squatting down as they come in. So you're trying to keep your balance, and you're going to really feel that in your quads. So we're just doing 10 of those. So the legs going in and out equals 1 rep altogether, and we're doing that 10 times. So once you've done that, your quick little break, and on to our next move, which is a curtsey lunge with a side kick. We're doing this 10 times on each side. I grabbed weights, and it was really challenging. I grabbed just the lighter weights. They weren't even the heavier ones I was using before. So totally up to you, but try it out. I find curtsey lunges are fairly challenging. So just make sure you choose a weight that works for you. And what you're doing, as you can see, is squatting back. That leg goes back and out to the side behind you, and then comes up for a kick. So make sure it's controlled. Make sure you're not sort of like flopping that leg out there, hurting yourself or anything. It's a nice controlled, forceful kick. Get the ball of that foot up and out, and then back down behind you. So 1 kick to back into the squat equals 1 rep. And like I said, we're doing that 10 times on each side. So do one side, quick little 10 to 15 second break, and then switch to the other side. And we're on to our last move, which I guess is basically like a abduction. You're basically on your hands and knees, and your legs going straight out behind you, foot flexed. You're working just to squeeze the bum and lift that leg. So really focus on squeezing your bum so you're not just using your lower back or anything. You are just lifting that leg with that butt cheek. And you're going to do this for 1 minute each side. You can make these a little tougher if you have ankle weights. Those are a great way you could put those on, and this would add quite a bit of resistance to this move. Or if you have a band, you could hook up a resistance band to something. You could do this standing, the same sort of move, just vertical and pulling the leg back. Or even lying like this. If you hook it onto something on the ground, you could move it up and down. And that would just add a little extra sort of to this move. Otherwise, though, this can still burn if you're doing it for a minute and really focusing on that glute muscle. So that's it for Fitness Day 11, guys. Remember, do this twice through for beginners. I'd say 3 to 4 for more advanced. And I'll see you tomorrow for the very last day.